Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Talk and Travel with Terry and Darcy, your hosts from opposite coasts. My name's Darcy McKillop. I'm coming to you from the East Coast, and with me as always, Terry Hawkins on the West Coast. How are things in BC, Terry?
They're going great here, Darcy. Travel's really picking up and starting to get a lot of interest here, so that's great to see. How about you out there in New Brunswick?
It's same thing. Weather's picking up. Our first cruise ships are coming back to St. John within a month. I think it's the end of April. Our first cruise ship arrived, so St. John's looking to have a pretty decent cruise season, I think. So that's exciting for the East Coast as well. So that'll be good for not only St. John, but places like Halifax, Sydney, Charlottetown. They'll get a few ships in as well. So good news on the travel front there as well. So we're back for another edition of our weekly news updates. So we've got a little bit of news we want to report to you again this week. So we'll start off, as always, with our cruising news. So Terry, take it away.
Royal Caribbean has announced that they set a record for the number of bookings in the last week of March, but they also set a record for daily bookings, which is just incredible. And we really have seen those ships starting to fill up. So if you're interested in booking a cruise for 2022 or 2023, even leading into 2024, book now. Get those future cruise credits used up if you have them. They have to be used by the end of the year.
Sticking with Royal Caribbean, RCI also laid the keel of their latest ship, the Utopia of the Seas. It's another one of the ships in the Oasis class, and it will be RCI's first liquid natural gas powered ship. So it'll be following some of the other cruise lines under the Carnival Corporation banner that have launched LNG powered ships, most notably the Mardi Gras. So it's good news, I guess, to see some different powered ships coming along. And it's good to see another Oasis class ship coming online too.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful ship. And speaking of beautiful ships, Celebrity Cruises has taken delivery of the Celebrity Beyond. The Beyond first sailing is April 27th out of Southampton, England. And the ship, I mean, what can we say, Darcy? It's absolutely stunning.
So I've seen it referred to as a boutique hotel on the water.
You're going to kick us off with some Disney news, Darcy.
Yeah, and we'll stick with Disney Cruises on the cruising side of things, that they have received approval to begin work on transforming Port Everglades Cruise Terminal Number 4 into a new home for its ships, which will sail from Port Everglades starting in the fall of 2023. So with Disney Cruise Lines expanding its roster of ships, they're starting to look for some new homes for their ships. So it'd be great to see them sailing out of Port Everglades, which is a pretty busy cruise terminal.
Yeah, and I think they're going to do some beautiful work on that terminal too, to really give it that Disney touch. And Canadian residents can save up to 35% off select Disney Cruise Line sailings leaving from Miami in 2022. So make sure you give Darcy or I a call to get those cruises booked up.
Moving to the land side of Disney, and it was announced earlier this week. And if you follow Terry and myself on Facebook, you would have seen that we let you know about this a little bit earlier this week. But if you are a Disney Plus subscriber, you can save up to 25% on select Disney resort hotels between July 8th and September 30th. There is limited inventory for these rooms, however, and the discounts will change depending on what level of resort you book. But if you're interested, you can check and see if you can find some room to travel during the July, August, and September months into Disney. Remember, food and wine will be going on at that time too, so great time to visit.
Absolutely, a really good time to visit, particularly with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is launching May 27th at Epcot. Previews are going to begin the first week of May. That's going to be for cast members and media, with Disney Vacation Club and annual pass holders following on. And then the general public opens up to May 27th. And that looks just incredible. It's going to be one of the largest indoor roller coasters. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to getting down there and giving that a shot. So, love roller coasters. this is just will be another new experience. So moving it to the West Coast with Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure Park. Some news coming out of there with the Main Street Electrical Parade, World of Color, and the Disneyland Forever Fireworks are returning to the parks on April 22nd. So again, good to see Disney returning to a more normal operating method, I guess, and bringing back these shows and bringing back the hugs and all those things. It's great to see.
Staying with Disney news, the Toy Story Hotel at Tokyo Disney Resort has finally opened. This hotel looks incredible. It's 11 stories tall. It has 595 rooms in 2 different wings. One wing is themed to Buzz Lightyear, the other to Woody's Roundup. And they've really taken this hotel to infinity and beyond. Give Darcy or I a call and we'll get you booked over to Tokyo just as soon as Japan opens back up for us.
It doesn't hurt to get booked though, so you're ready to go when it happens. And finally with Disney, and I know, Terry, this is kind of closer to your heart because I know you stayed here before with Aulani in Hawaii. The Disney Resort and Spa special offers for 4 nights or more for most nights between August 23rd through November 18th and November 26th through December 22nd. And if you book before May 4th, you get a $150 resort credit. That's US dollars, not Canadian dollars. Although there are some restrictions to apply. So if you're interested in visiting Aulani, give Terry a call or give myself a call and we can see what we can do for you.
I've mentioned it many times before, but for several years that was Emma's real home. That's what she called her real home, was Aulani. Moving over to other news, this was interesting news coming out of the rental car market. Hertz is partnering with Polestar over the next number of years, and they plan to purchase up to 65,000 electric vehicles and get them into service. So, we're all well aware that there is still a car rental shortage around the world, so these vehicles can't come fast enough, and what a neat addition to the Hertz fleet.
I know that there's already some deals to be had in Florida with a number of the rental places with electric cars, and a number of the vacation resorts have put in charging stations to make it easier for people to rent electric vehicles and then be able to charge them at the resort. So this is great news. So I mentioned on the last weekly show that I made it my mission to try and find flight news for Canadians on every episode, and unfortunately this week there's just no real flight news. So on that note, I guess we'll end our weekly update for the news. And as always, if you are enjoying what we're doing, click the like button, click the subscribe button, tell other people that we're here. So from New Brunswick for this week, this is Darcy saying good night.
This is Terry from BC. Have a fantastic week, everyone.